13 minutes before the hour, the power back on again here in Midtown Manhattan, but we've just gotten word from Consolidated Edison, Con Ed, which runs the power for New York City and beyond. They've just cut off all power in lower Manhattan, the area around the Brooklyn Battery, some areas of Staten Island, I'm told, the Battery in New York City, in Manhattan, and also in parts of Staten Island. There were concerns that when the water got high enough, then it would begin seeping underneath the city, where all the controls are and all the machines are and the steam engines which run the power for the city, that if that salt water got down in there while it was running, that it would corrode. So they were going to turn it off just before there was saltwater intrusion. They sent out mobile alerts and text messages today telling everyone who lives in lower Manhattan and in those areas of Staten Island they have just shut off power. So it is a chilly and windy and rainy night, and now darkened in lower Manhattan. Forecasters have. I also wanted to update you on something else. In New Jersey, the ocean has crossed Route 36 in near New Jersey, just south of us, come many blocks inland. But thankfully residents there are still high and dry. There have been a lot of water rescues in the state of New Jersey, and the New Jersey governor, Chris Christie, seemed livid in a news conference this afternoon, admonishing those in Atlantic City after the governor said evacuate these areas. The mayor of that city said, no, you don't have to do that. And now water rescues are being affected, and Governor Christie is angry. Forecasters have warned that folks on Long Island are likely to see the same sort of damage that we've seen, and the worst of the storm system giant, a potentially record-breaking wall of water, a surge as high at 11 feet. We have a huge wave from Rockaway Beach in Queens, near Long Island's South Shore, which they're basically the part and parcel of each other. Officials say more than 100,000 homes across Long Island have already lost power, and folks may not get their electricity back for more than a week. The chief Fox Sports correspondent, Jonathan Hutt, is on Long Beach, Long Island, where he's been all day, about 15 miles east of the Rockaways. He's lost power. Jonathan, oh, you're back now. What are you seeing?
Shep, we have actually lost power. The entirety of Long Beach, Long Island is now in darkness. We're running off the small amount of battery power we still have. We're using a BGAN satellite to get out. All other communications, cell phones, landlines, all down right now. Over the last hour, the situation has become far, far worse, and anybody who stayed on this barrier island now has no choice but to wait it out. We, for instance, are now trapped in this hotel. There is something like 6 feet of water on the ground floor. It is rising, the management tells us, to the mezzanine level. We have all been told to stay inside now. The boardwalk itself behind me is beginning to get water overtopping it even now. Out onto the streets right across Long Island, Long Beach, Long Island, it appears that there is major flooding. This is going to be a desperate situation through the night here. Nobody has any power. Nobody can see anything as they get out there. And I can tell you, as I've watched this ocean, Shep, you really get the sense that the ocean is moving into and across this barrier island. It is an extraordinary thing to watch, not comparable in any way to anything we have ever seen before, Shep.
Jonathan Hutt on scene, and what you're hearing in his voice